Hello everyone, I'm here with cards with Paige and Peggy, but I'm joining in this time, and today we were supposed to, on the 15th, we were supposed to make either holiday or all occasion cards, and the optional was detailed corners. I did some detailed corners and not all. I did not do Halloween because I did a couple Halloween last time. And I don't really have anyone else to send Halloween cards to. So, I did some general ones. And my main thing was I wanted to use some paper out of the Petals Promenade from Stampin' Up. So I did. And this is the paper out of the Petals Promenade. This is Smoky Slate. This is Melon Mambo. Now, I did use a set that is no longer available. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. And it was called Lovely Inside and Out. Actually, just the lovely words, thinlits. It cuts 3 words, either friend, hugs, or lovely, right out of the paper, which I didn't realize the first time I did it. So this actually is a frame out of the Petals Promenade. If I can find another one here. Thought I had more. Yeah, it was one of these that was on the Petals Promenade paper, and I just cut one of them close to the edge and then put the friend die over it and cut it out. So that worked out pretty well. This is just white, Whisper White sheer 1/8 inch ribbon from Stampin' Up. And then on the inside I just did Whisper White, and here I used, and you'll see this a couple times, the detailed trio punch, and it's this one here. And I really like that punch for the corner. It's got a corner rounder, that one, and then there's like this oval thing which is nice for doing tags and such. So that's the first card that I made. I left it blank. Second one also used Petals Promenade, but it used the full sheet paper. It's on Blushing Bride with Grapefruit Grove twine out of the Nature's Poem collection. And I stamped Thank You. This, I already put this away, but this was the Painted Glass stamp set by Stampin' Up. And the punch I used was the Pretty Label punch. Anyway, it has that shape. So I used that. And then inside, same thing. I had a little scrap and a little bit smaller. Same thing. I used the detailed trio punch. The third one, excuse me, I wanted to play around with this stamp set, which I just got, Around the Corner it's called, and I wanted to use the hello there and this swirly thing. So I did that on the white cardstock first, and I really hadn't figured out what I was going to do after that. I ended up using a piece of this is Berry Burst ink. I ended up using Berry Burst paper, doing the detailed corners from the detailed trio punch, and that same friend thing. So I think that came out okay. And then again, the Whisper White ribbon. What I learned though is you cannot, like, you could stamp this over here, but then it would be hello and there on the bottom. But this one, it's got a longer end and a shorter end, and any way I could figure it out, it would do only the shorter end longer, and I couldn't get it to work right. So I decided to just take this little stamp, which was also from that set, which was right here, and just use that in the opposite corners. And then these gold heart and blings were in the clearance rack just about a couple weeks ago, not even a month I don't think, and they're gone already, so sorry about that, but I'm using them up. And I just put an extra piece of Berry Burst paper on the inside and left it blank. The next one, the next two, two, I wanted to use this set Time for Tea. So I have used Warmed with Love and Steeped in Friendship, and a teacup. And on the second one I used From Me to You. And I think that's it out of there. And then I did use, there's two like doilies in the Spot of Tea framelits that are, this I think is a bundle that you can get. So I used both of those, Time for Tea and Spot of Tea framelits. And so let me show you the first one. Okay, these are the two sizes of doilies. Here's where I did Warmed with Love, Steeped in Friendship. This ribbon is not marked, but this is out of the Time for Tea set, and this is vanilla with copper around the edges. Since the doilies have holes in, I decided on this one that I would just stitch it through the holes and come back up to the top and tie a bow, which doesn't want to stay straight on me. I have this bumped up. This is on Very Vanilla cardstock, by the way. See the difference between Very Vanilla and Whisper White. I did the doily here. I had gone around the edges with Blushing Bride and I didn't like it, so I actually used my Sharpie gold marker and went around the edges. I didn't have the copper one. And then the teacup, the reverse of this paper is this peachy orangey color. I can find it here. Is this color. Sort of has like a bokeh look to it, bokeh dots. But I had cut the teapot out twice and colored it in. Well, once I colored it in, I didn't like it. And the next time I punched it out on just Blushing Bride paper and I didn't like it. So the last time I used different ink. I used these color box inks in the copper. And I stamped the cup out in that on the back of this paper. And I think that looks a little better, except I put it down a little crooked. Ugh. Anyway, this is bumped up on dots, and there's a mini dot under this bow that doesn't want to stay in the right place. And then on the inside, this one doesn't have any fancy corners. I just put another piece of the paper. Same paper. And one more. This is the last one. This is also Petals Promenade paper. I didn't do the teacup. I just did the doily with From Me to You. This is stamped out in Fresh Fig. And this is, I think it's actually Berry Burst ribbon, but it looks okay on there. I think it pulls out the purpley colors, pink and purple. And then these silver pearls are in the current catalog. There's a pack of metallic pearls. It comes with silver and gold in these little 3mm. And then on the inside again, I just did the detailed corners. So those are my 5 cards. General purpose friendship cards, mostly for cards with Paige and Peggy, using primarily the Petals Promenade collection of paper, designer series paper. This one used Berry Burst paper. This is a Berry Burst ribbon, vanilla with copper, Grapefruit Grove, which coordinates with the roses in there. I need to get more sentiments from Stampin' Up. I have lots of little ones. I don't have many big ones, so I need to do, that'll be my next thing to work on. But anyway, I hope, well, you're not really seeing them. But anyway, there they are. This white with the Berry Burst is probably my least favorite. I just couldn't figure out what to do with it once I stamped the edges on it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed, and do go check out Paige and Peggy. It's Stamp Girl, STMPGRL, and JP Peggy 2 here on YouTube. They're very talented card makers and paper crafters and things like that. So check them out, and be sure to check in their channels in the comments below their Cards with Paige and Peggy videos from today, as there may be other people playing along that have linked their channels as well. Okay, have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, guys. Cold and rainy here, and yeah, that's okay. I have to get moving because I've got to go out, run errands, and go to my mother today. So I'll talk to you later. Hugs, love, and peace.